In the near-distant future, on a different planet, in a solar system not of our own, therefore making this long sentence irrelevant, there existed a strong woman character. A hot, strong woman character who no doubt ate well and worked out a lot. Who was cool as a cucumber. Who liked techno and dancing. Dancing quite a lot, in fact. Who never really stopped dancing, whilst at the same time saving the universe by kicking ass and chewing bubblegum. And dancing a bit more, only stopping briefly to strike a pose, and possibly eating and having tittles and things. In the same year, Christian Bale was doing his gun catcher in an equilibrium. This lady was shaking her booty and making it look good. Mr. Bale was also fond of puppies. That's a message for all of you bad guys. Don't mess with men's puppies. Hi, I'm Cal. This is PN03 from 2003 on the Gamecube. And this will be an introduction to the Dolphin Emulator. Right, let's get serious and have a look at some of this awesome software that will let us play this large library of great games on the legendary Gamecube. The one and only Gamecube. Okay, enough of this silly voice. I think I might need a lozenge now.
So this is part of a retro gaming build that I'm putting together with the actual hardware and also the software. So if you check out the playlists here on my main page, click on the view playlist or view all of the playlists, and you'll see all the videos together there with all the hardware and the software, the new stuff and the old stuff of emulation, because I've done quite a few videos here, so put it in a handy place all together for you. So here's the main page for the Dolphin Emulator itself. There's the download button, and what I will do is I'll put all these links in the description. If you just check here for the configuration, for the system requirements, you'll see here what you basically need. This is the bare minimum that you'll need. There's lots of different versions. There's the beta, development and the stable versions as well. So check these out and make your own decision of which one to download. I'll be downloading this beta version because mine's a fairly new CPU and it's got integrated graphics built in, so they'll have more development for that hopefully. So I am required to download this extra bit of software here, which is part of the programming language used in this Dolphin emulation. So I'm just going to hit the download button here for this, which is C++ something or other. And that takes you to this Visual Studio page, and you'll see two versions here. One for x86, which is the old 32-bit computers, and the one for x64, which is the modern 64-bit computer. So I'm going to download this one. So I'm just going to pop back to the previous screen and download Dolphin for x64. So here we are on the desktop then. I'll just copy these to the desktop and just going to run this one then, just to see what's missing for this Visual Studio. Just going to click on here to accept the terms and conditions and then press install. When I do this, it asks me for an administration password. If you want to learn how to set this up on your computer, then follow my build series because this will be part of it. So I'm just going to pop my password in here and then click yes, and then it will start installing the various program language that is required for this beta build. So just going to press close on here. So I've created this folder called Dolphin, and then I'll just copy this file across, and then I'm going to run it through 7-zip and extract it here. That's that done. So I'll just take this file out, and I don't really need these two files now, but I'm just going to hang on to them just in case. And then we'll just look into the Dolphin folder itself, and here's all this software required to run, and this is the exe file. So I have created a folder now called Gamecube Games and put some of my ISOs in there, and you'll see with the file format that these are not straightforward ISOs. These are sort of compressed versions of the ISO files to save on storage, but they created performance issues for me, so I had to delete these and then start again with the normal size ISO files. If you've got a more powerful computer than this retro gaming build, you'll probably be okay with these files though. It just created issues for me. Right, so if we just rerun Dolphin then, you can see it's set up, and these are with the full size ISOs. We'll just go through my configuration. So on the general tab, I don't think I really touched anything on here. Just make sure enable dual core is ticked, and also change discs automatically will be beneficial if you've got multi-disc games. On the interface tab, didn't really change anything on here at all, I don't believe. Maybe just always hide the mouse cursor. Under audio, I don't think they'll touch this at all. Paths, here you just need to tell it where the games are, so just click on add, and then you just link it to where your games are, which is this one here, and then press select folder, and then it populates all your games. Then if you've got your games in their own folders, then tick this as well and it'll search for them and find them. Gamecube tab, this is already set up. It seems to save already, so I haven't touched this at all. On the Wii tab,
You're right, pal.
maybe I'll look at Wii in a future video. On the advanced tab, I don't think I really changed anything. I did set the clock though. Right, with the graphics tab then, under the general tab, just make sure you select Vulkan for the AMD side of things, and then OpenGL for your NVIDIA GPUs and things. Aspect ratio, I did set at auto, but you can stretch it to fit the window if you want, but it looks terrible. VSync I ticked, and starting full screen as well. Just selected show frames per second as well, because I just wanted to make sure the performance was there. As you can see, when you hover over everything, it does give descriptions, so it's up to you what you want to tick and what you want to untick. I think I did select this compile shaders before starting as well. Enhancements, I did manage to get this 3 times the resolution in 1080p. Anti-aliasing, I couldn't do anything with that because it just slowed everything down. Anisotropic filtering, I put as ×1, and I don't think I touched anything else on this page. Under hacks, I think I might have selected skip presenting duplicate frames, but apart from that I don't think I changed anything on there. The advanced tab, I think I might have selected back-end multi-threading because I've got a CPU with quite a few cores and multi-threads as well. So might as well use them while you got them. Just going to press close on here, and then we'll go into controllers and configuring a controller. But before I do that, let's just discuss things with an actual GameCube controller. So with the GameCube controller then, it's got 2 joysticks. It's got a D-pad here, and then we've got an A, B, X, Y, and a Z button here, and then 2 trigger buttons, and also a start button there. So with just like a normal controller, just a box standard controller, it's not going to be enough. You'll be able to play some games on here, but not all of them. So you're probably better off with something like this, or a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 or an Xbox controller to get the full use of all the games, otherwise you're just going to get frustrated. And I've also got this running on an old laptop here, look. This is native resolution for the GameCube, but it's still good and it works, so this is old tech reused, don't throw it away, make use of it. Right, thanks for that other Cal. So when you go into it, just press configure. So all you do is just click into these areas here and then press the buttons on the corresponding controller, and there we are, it populates. So you've got all your buttons here, including the start button here, your D-pad, your left control stick, your right control stick, and then your triggers this side. And if you want to name it and then save it, you can then load it thereafter. Just press close on here, and all this is to do with the Wii remote, so we're not going to get involved in that. But when you want to play a game, all you need to do is just highlight the one that you want, or click on Gauntlet, and then press play. And there we are.
Can't do a lot with these little startup screens, but the actual gameplay, that's where you get your enhancements. But it seems to be running really well on this little retro gaming computer. And then when you want to come out, you just press escape. Do you want to stop the current emulation? Yes. So there we are then, all really nice and sweet. If you're into retro gaming, which I presume you are if you're watching this, or if you're into computer building, don't forget to follow the series because there's going to be more to come with this and more emulation. So it's hardware and software. My name is Cal. Have a good morning, afternoon or good evening. Farewell till next time, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.